All right, good evening and welcome to the Choppin It Up Show. I'm your host, Joe Beard. Happy to be of service for you today. Today is June 22nd, 2025, 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 6:07 on the East Coast, 3 o'clock or 3:07 on the West Coast. We appreciate all those listening live or listening in the podcast form, wherever you get your podcast. So today is a really good day. And overall, like this is the best reason why we have the network together. Of course, it's reaching out to the youth, building communities, getting folks interested in college, talking about marching bands, et cetera, et cetera. But today, as you guys know, we have National Signing Day. And then we then reconnect with the students who actually graduated college. So 4 years ago, uh, we actually reached out to Ollie Liddell, who I marched with in the boom, and he said he had a cold trumpet player out of Central High School in Memphis. And he was like, "Yeah, man, you're gonna have you on the show, blah blah blah." So I reached out to him, got connected with Dr. Brock, and so now here we are 4 years later with the most recent graduate of Jackson State University, Mr. Kylan Jones. How you doing in this podcast, man?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's really nice to see y'all. It felt like it was just yesterday.
I know,
See you podcast.
I know, man. Well, it's exciting to talk to you, young Funk. I can call you Funk now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but also I want to say hello and introduce Dr. Brock, the head band director at the up and coming Johnson C. Smith University. How are you doing in this podcast?
Good evening. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm excited to be here once again to celebrate Kylan.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I appreciate you being on the show. You definitely have made the show better since being on National Signing Day. And good luck to you as you build that program there in Charlotte. We'll be hearing more from you as you build up the program. But you're doing a good job, and so I'm really excited about it.
Thank
So Kylan, let me go ahead and reach out to you, man. So we found out where you from. We did all that on the first episode, but just as a refresher, where are you from and where'd you go to high school?
Yeah, so I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I grew up in Orange Mound. I ended up going to Central High School. When I got into band, it was really Central that really pulled me in. And Dr. Ollie Liddell, he all about Jackson State.
Yeah.
So I had no choice but to go to Jackson. Really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Dr. Ali Liddell, and even though I started at Snowden, I saw Jackson coming down at the Southern Heritage Classic Parade. Like I would see that, but I wasn't really moved until it was Dr. Liddell for sure, and it was his influence that really moved me to go to Jackson State. But yeah, I'm from Memphis. I'm from the M Town. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's really cool about that is hearing folks say Dr. Liddell now, and they talk about Ollie, because his dad is Dr. Liddell or
Yeah.
Doc, and so Dr. Liddell, or Dr. Lewis Liddell, he actually marched with my dad back in the 60s, and it
That's
was
cool.
called the best band in the land. It wasn't a boom back then. So he always talked about Dr. Liddell, and it was cool. And Ollie was, I mean, you know how it is. You got people in the band with you. Ollie was just in the band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but now seeing, he's all grown and band director. Now he Dr. Liddell. It's actually pretty cool. So
You're doing this thing too.
yeah, he's won some awards, and
Yeah.
just really proud of Ollie, and happy to say I marched with him. Okay, so I want to ask you, do you remember the schools that you were picking from?
Well, if I had to tell you the truth, I only applied to Jackson State. I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't apply nowhere else. I knew where I was going. I didn't have nobody else in mind. I knew I was gonna go to Jackson State, and yeah, it was just that. probably wasn't a good idea looking back on it, but yeah, I put all my pennies in a bunch.
That's all right. That's all right. It turned out to be good. I know for the show, we uh we always added some other schools, to add to the suspense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I have to go back and look. But I will. I'm not gonna show it to you now. But I do have the share here, as you can see, of your show. So we are gonna check out a little bit of snippet of the show back then. But yeah, man, that was really cool. And like you said, time went by really fast
yeah, it did.
because I was just like, wow. I was just like, wow, he just like he just got there. And I saw you on social media like throughout your time there, and I saw that you were doing well. I saw you finished your freshman year.
Yeah.
Um, and so I'm definitely gonna get into that. As far as your experiences go. So I do want to ask you, your first year, what do you most remember about your freshman year?
Um, Freshman year. When I think about freshman year, I just think about how it was just like the foundation for everything that I went through throughout my time at Jackson State. Really from even just playing my horn to even school, just being able to acclimate to, college courses and, getting up on time and
Right.
doing your work and actually going to class. Like it actually that instilled me, it was instilled in me my freshman year to, do right by college. Cause, you going to school, you paying for all this. Well, I didn't pay for it, but you know, you paying for all this stuff, you might as well, go and do right. So that my freshman year really taught me that. But more on the band side, I can say my freshman year, it built me because I went in thinking that, I was good. I mean, I was pretty decent, but like you go in and you realize that you playing with grown men and women. Like these
Mhm.
people really are good at their craft. So it made me get better. And yeah, I just think of my freshman year is just like my foundation for everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer, man. I definitely remember starting at Jackson State and seeing like people was cold. You know what I'm saying? Just came in from different parts of the country. And I mean, they were just dudes was really, really good on their horn.
Yeah.
Um, Now, did you know what you were gonna major in? I remember you said it back in our first episode, but
Yeah.
what was your major?
So I majored in communicative disorders, and I actually have a funny story about that. So I picked the major because I had to pick something. Like I knew I had to pick something going into school. Like I didn't want to be undecided. So I went on the website and I was just scrolling and looking through like all the titles of the majors, and I seen communicative disorders. I was like, okay, this looks interesting. I looked it up. I didn't really read it for real, and I just picked it. And yeah, I got lucky because I got into my sophomore year and got into my major courses, and I realized that I liked it. And basically, for y'all that don't know, communicative disorder is like speech therapy, speech language pathologist, ideology, things of that nature, like helping people and kids with that have communication disorders such as like stuttering and aphasia and things of that nature. So yeah, it was actually an accident, and I ended up liking it. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Dr. Brock, you got anything to ask Colin so far?
I think it's so interesting that he stumbled upon a major and said, of course, he knew he didn't want to go in undecided. But I like the fact that he did his research, even if it was kind of skewed research. But the fact that you got in there and you really developed it and made it your own. So it would be really interesting to see how you progress into your career.
Yeah.
But knowing that, were there other people in the band with you that shared a similar major or were in the same department? And how was that interaction, being able to connect with people, or were there not anyone in the band that you could connect with on that level?
Yeah. So I think it was my junior year, I went through my freshman and sophomore year with nobody else in the band that had my same major.
Mm.
So it was kind of, it's kind of I kind of felt isolated in that space because I didn't know those people that I was taking classes with. But it was my junior year, and I'm pretty sure y'all know Ariel Woods, the drum major.
Yeah.
Yeah, she majors in communicative disorders as well. And we both came in at the same time, and it was just a connection there, and we were able to talk, um, about the coursework and things of that nature, and we ended up getting close. And then from that, it caused me to get closer with the people in my cohort, and I'm really grateful for that. TTU, they probably not watching right now, but shout out to TTU. They really got me through the coursework in my CMD courses. So yeah, it was Ariel Woods. She was the only person. Yeah, she was the only person in the band with the same major as me. So yeah,
Indeed.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, um, that's really cool that you brought up like the foundation. I think that's similar for all of us. Once you get there and it's like, okay, I got practice at such and such time. I got my classes at such and such time. You then start getting adjusted. Cause I know we all heard about time management, and all, but
yeah.
when the reality kicks in, it like it
Mhm.
kicks in for real.
Yeah, and
Um,
it was really different for me because I had classes off campus, so I had to get up extra early to get to my 8:30 or 9 o'clock class.
what? You had somewhere off campus?
Yeah, at the Jackson Medical Mall.
Oh, snap, by the stadium.
Yeah, by the stadium.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I had to get up at least 30 minutes. Like if I was to take a 9 a.m. on campus, I would probably get up at like maybe like 7:30,
Right.
but I would have to get up at least 15 minutes earlier if I was going off campus.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So freshman year, you get acclimated, getting acclimated. Um, do you have a band memory from your freshman year?
Bad memory from my freshman year. Let me think. Let me think. I got a lot.
Right. Right.
Um, I think the most memorable is my first performance in Houston, the
Okay.
National Battle of the Bands performance, and I believe it was like a hurricane or something in New Orleans, and to get to Houston you got to go through New Orleans,
Yeah.
and man, we was on that bus for like 24 hours trying to get to Houston. It was ridiculous. Like I went to sleep. I think to Houston's like 7 hours, maybe something like
Uh-huh.
that. It's something like that. So I went to sleep thinking, okay, I'm gonna wake up and we gonna be in Houston. Man, I woke up. I woke up. I swear it looked like I was on a plantation or something. We was taking like back roads trying to avoid the traffic. It was ridiculous. But yeah, that was probably my most memorable thing from my freshman year. We were on that bus for like 24 hours.
Right. Right. And that's interesting too, because so also the sign of the times now where a lot of the battle of the bands have caught fire. So now y'all have y'all schedule with the football team, but now you got so much extra
Yeah.
stuff. I think we had one battle of the bands and it was like in Jackson. We weren't traveling nowhere, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um and then y'all been around and we'll get to it, but you came at a really good time, especially your later years as an upperclassman with
Yeah.
stuff the boom has done in the last year. Definitely makes you proud, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure that was a lot with just the travel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. All right. So now I guess after your freshman year, because it's special, but do you have any other memorable moments from any time that you marched from sophomore to senior year?
Yeah, definitely. I got a lot. I'm gonna try to keep it, short.
All right.
Um, So I guess the first thing would be getting section leader. Um, that was something that I look forward to. Um, it was really the only thing that I came in wanting. Like I knew that I wanted to be in a position to lead my peers. So yeah, just being able to lead my peers and being able to have an impact on the section is that was something that really meant a lot to me. I think that was 2023. Yeah, it was 23 going into the 24 season. So yeah, that was very memorable for me. Um, Let me think of something else. Of course, the Super Bowl. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer. We were in Vegas for 10 days, and we rehearsed with Usher, Alicia Keys, Jermaine Dupri, all of them. It was a very surreal experience. And they're professionals. They the way that they practice and go about doing things in rehearsal, it just shows you that it's like it's a whole another level to the entertainment world. And
Right.
yeah, it just really opened my eyes. Something that happened there, um, y'all probably ain't gonna believe me, but Alicia Keys, she walked in the stadium for the first time, and she was walking like on the sideline. So she was just walking by, and everybody was like yelling, shouting at her. I was just waiting for the perfect moment when it got quiet. And then when it got quiet, I started singing. What's the name of it? I don't want to sing on here for y'all. The song that go like New York, in New York. So I
Yeah.
started singing, I started singing that song, and then I saw her like chuckle, and she looked to the side. So now I can say I made Alicia Keys laugh.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
so
what's up.
that was a great memory from the Super Bowl, and I'm just really blessed to be in that position. That was insane. Um, at the end of the show, I couldn't even hold it. Like I was just crying at the end because it was just so many emotions. Just it was insane. Um, so said Super Bowl.
Y'all had a lot.
It
I'm
was a
just
lot.
saying, man. I remember the Super Bowl, but then you brought it up. I'm like, damn. But man, your time was dope. I mean, you came at a good time, and then y'all were good. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
definitely got something like to say to tell your grandkids about. You know what I'm saying?
definitely. Yeah. Um, I got a couple more. Um, the most recent one, we went to Coachella with Travis Scott. That was another experience that really opened my eyes. Just seeing like the level of professionalism that these people on the higher level that they operate at. It's really interesting to see that and just be a part of that. And really, if you've been following HBCU bands, a lot of entertainers are using bands.
Yeah.
Beyonce just used Texas Southern for her halftime show. I think it was Christmas, something like that.
Yeah.
Southern just did the Super Bowl recently, so it's just we seeing it as a trend. These entertainers they want HBCU bands. I think it was what was it? South Carolina State in the Boots on the Ground video. Yeah,
Hmm.
so we seeing it as a trend that HBCU bands are, picking up a lot of traction. So if you have a child, make sure that they getting banned because I did not think when I picked up my horn in sixth grade that I would be at the Super Bowl.
Right.
When I was on this podcast 4 years ago, I would have never guessed that I would have been at the Super Bowl. Like that was insane. The most I could have guessed was that I would have got section leader, but
Right.
it was like God was like, guess what? It's even more in store. So yeah, it's a lot of experiences that I've had being in the bone. I'm just really grateful to be a part of this family. I'm really grateful to be a part of Trump Funk. Um, the growth that we've shown in the past 4 years has been insane. And I know that they're gonna keep that going. and I'm really proud of them. I'm looking at the comments. They like, can I see the comments? Yeah, I can see y'all.
Nice. Yeah,
um,
I was wondering that if you could see him, but that's
yeah,
good that you can see him. Good.
I've been trying to hold my laugh, but yeah, I love y'all, man, and I know y'all gonna keep making Trump fun proud. Here go my mama right here.
I'm about to say, I figured that was her. What's going on, Miss Jones?
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Nice to meet you now. Oh, on the screen now.
I'm Miss Washington.
Oh, Miss Washington. Okay.
That's fine.
Thank
But
you. Thank
yeah,
you.
it's
Yes. Nice meeting you all. I'm really proud of Kylan. And I'm almost in tears now. He just made me so proud, and it was just an amazing experience for me too, because I was sitting there looking at all this,
Right.
and then I was missing him, but it made him come back more mature. I could see the difference in his college life. It was just amazing. It was. I felt like I lived through him.
That's great.
Cool.
So
That's cool.
I love every moment. Every time I would see him, I'd be like, and then when we would go to the games and stuff, I made sure he saw me. He would wave, and I was blowing kisses, and he was on the field. I was, right there, when I could go.
Right.
So my family, we was behind him 100%. And we so proud of him because he went down there and took care of business,
Right.
We had no problems with him. I just loved every moment.
That's
I loved
good.
it.
And then he
That's
finished
what
in
I
4 years. I was just
Yeah.
telling Dr. Brock he did it in 4 years because I know I didn't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
So that's really proud. So I do want to tell the folks just real quick. So I met Miss Washington, of course, after the show. Now we always gives the folks money. We always just give them something, and then Dr. Brock
Yes.
through her business, she reaches out, she helps.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a message. I can't remember where I got the message, but something was going on, and she straight up called me out. She was like, "You didn't send my son the money," and I was like, "Oh, are you sure?" And I was like, "Oh," and I looked back through, and I was like, "I sure didn't." So I said, "My bad." You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always remember that experience to make sure I'm doing my double checks and my checklist for when we do these shows.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much for the gift too.
yes. So I had to give you that, but I also wanted to tell you, I know I sent you the message, but congratulations. I'm a parent now, and my daughter, she'll be in 10th grade, and I'm now thinking about, college and all of that. But you sent Kylan down there, and he did well, like you said, and he made it. So congratulations to you too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that's great. That's great. I also Dr. Brock, do you have anything to add on?
No, like I said, I think it's amazing to have that family support and that you were right there living this experience with him. I think it's so important. I see that in my band program all the time, the parents being able to support. And that's important too, because it can be mentally challenging, physically challenging, academics being away from home. So we applaud you as well, for sticking with him through these 4 years and giving him that motivation to finish in 4. That is a feat within itself. And that's something that we definitely need to celebrate. Finishing, going in with the mindset, having fun in the program, but finishing your degree and walking across that stage. So we applaud both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And was triple special about this is not only celebrating that you finished, but I actually got to meet you in person. You was the first person that I met in person since I started doing this out here. It's really because I'm in California now, and I'm really trying to stay connected. But man, you talk about holding back the tears when the boom. Man, let me tell you, the boom came to California for the Rose Bowl, and man, I was so proud. But what got me is I hadn't heard series live and in person in probably like 20 years. Man.
Yeah, that would have got me.
Oh man. And I seen some of the people that I marched with, Some of the folks that's here, like in the LA area, I had seen them, but a lot of folks I hadn't seen in a while. And yeah, when I heard series, and I was just like, wow, that's like a whole different. But it choked me up definitely. But y'all just performed so well. I mean, everywhere y'all went, Disneyland, the that battle of the bands before the parade. Oh man, y'all just don't know, man. Like the crowd they didn't know, you know what I'm saying? They were so tripped out that Oregon was there. They were like, oh my God, Oregon, blah, blah, blah. And when y'all came out there, like they were silent. They were blown away. You know what I'm saying?
And I could see that, like, even being in the band, just looking out and seeing like their faces, they never seen anything like that.
No, they sure didn't. So
that's another experience I can add to my most memorable moments.
yeah.
Rose Parade. That was definitely something.
It was nice, man. It was good to be a part of it. And you know, I had never been to the Rose Bowl parade. And we actually got tickets to go, so we were there. And then I got a picture with y'all, which was super dope. I was real excited about that.
Yeah.
Got my own picture, you know what I'm saying? I'll be showing around. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the Young Funk now, you know what I'm saying? So man, I mean, that whole week it was special. So I'm glad that I got to be here and I got to meet you in person, and that you performed so well. And I actually gave Dr. Little his props, because so many people were talking about how well behaved and how disciplined y'all were. You know what I'm saying? So again, I was just really proud, and just walking around having Jackson State stuff on. People were like, "Oh my God, your band was amazing!" Right? You know what I'm saying? Just it was special. You know what I'm saying? It was real special. So I'm real happy about that. Real happy that you finished. And so let's see. I've been putting on the slideshow. I do want to say Coachella, man, that is like the real deal for a lot of folks. I didn't know anything about Coachella until I moved to California. And that's like a huge music festival. Probably the best one in the country, possibly the world, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you guys got to perform there was really, really special.
Oh,
I do want to ask you about this. That's what I was coming about. So you actually was in front of the band directing. Could you tell us about this experience here?
okay. Now, I know I left that out, but this was probably one of my favorite moments ever. So I got to direct my song. I wrote the song Kit Kat by Young Nudie. It was a arrangement competition, and I submitted my arrangement, and it was me and I think 3 other people. We got our arrangements picked, and we got to play our song. I mean, my song at Alcorn, and man, just being on that ladder. I'm not gonna lie. When I got up there, I was scared because I've never been like on the top of a ladder before. So I'm on the ladder. I'm like, okay, I hope I don't fall. Alcorn finishing their song, they cut off, and then it was just like, I don't know. It was just like a feeling that I got like in my chest, and I think it was adrenaline. I don't know, but all of my fears was just out the door, and I just became another person on the podium, and that was something that I will never forget that. And we also played it against Southern, and I like that one more because it was against Southern, and
Right.
yeah, and it was the first song of the zero quarter, so it was kind of like I'm bringing in the battle, so it was just something that was really amazing, and I thank God for Dr. Little and Mr. Johnson and just helping me become a better musician. So I really thank them and the whole band staff just for being there for me and helping mold me into a better person.
Yeah, I actually met Dr. Jones when we were there. It was a trip because back in the 90s, all the directors had like director suits on. Like you could tell like them apart. But when I saw y'all, I saw Dr. Little, of course, he had his jacket and he had the microphone on. So of course I recognized him, but the assistant band directors, I couldn't tell who they were.
Yeah.
So I remember I actually went up to him and I was like, hey man, how you doing? And then I said to him, are you one of the band managers? And he looked at me like, what did you just say? He's like, the band manager. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, man. I couldn't tell. Like, everybody else used to have like some type of uniform or something. And I said, you just got your warm-ups on. And he's like, nah, yeah, we don't do that like that anymore. So I actually got a chance to talk with him. And he actually just got an award or something like that not too long ago. I saw on social media or something, but yeah, I got to meet him, and so that was a good experience. I talked to Dr. Little, and I said, I have to bring you on my show, and then some PR person came over and talked to him. It was like, oh, well, you got to talk to me first. I'm like, dang, like it's a whole different ball game now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this the real deal. So, yeah, man, I that's something I'm gonna always remember. That y'all were here, but. I mean, it's always because I got this job and I done moved my life out to California. You definitely miss going to games and doing stuff, and my family's far away. But I mean, that stretch where y'all were here, it really made a difference. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I think this is one of your pictures from when you were out on the beach, I believe.
Yeah, we were on the Santa Monica Pier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So so that's outstanding, man. So Dr. Brown, I want to ask you, do you have anything else to ask or anything? Because we're getting close to the end. And I had wanted to show Kylan something real quick, but anything that you wanted to add, anything you wanted to ask?
Yes, real quickly, because I know you have a lot of support in the chat. I've been seeing people shout you out and support you the entire episode so far. So I want to say, I know you've graduated, but what legacy do you hope that you left behind at Jackson State and with the Sonic Boom of the South?
That's a good question. So just moving forward, I really just hope that I don't even want to make it about me. I just want them to make sure that they have fun and really enjoy their time being in a boom. Like you only get 4 years, 4 or 5, but you only get a limited amount of time. So just go in and have fun. And yeah, just crank up, man. Especially Trump Funk. I'm really proud of y'all. I know that y'all are gonna do amazing this season. I'm gonna be at all the games. I'm doing grad school at Jackson State, so I'm going to be in town. I'm gonna be at every single game if I can. I don't know about Vegas, but I'm gonna try. So I'm definitely gonna be y'all biggest supporter. And yeah, the legacy that I leave behind, I hope that they can just absorb everything, all of my energy, and just be able to create their own legacy.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good answer. What's funny is you definitely I see over somebody Scarfinger Hood Rich. Oh, what's up, brother? I see you in the chat. What's up, twins? September 18th. People don't know nothing about the birthday, you know what I'm saying? But what's up, fam? How you doing? I do want to commend you, Kylan, because you have a humility about you. One of my crab brothers, I don't know if you remember, but when I was there talking with you, one of my crab brothers,
Yeah, I remember.
Cowboy, from Detroit, straight out of Cass Tech. Shout out to you, Cowboy. I think he asked you something and you said the same thing, like, man, the section is gonna be good. They gonna keep going on. He said they might even be better. You know what I'm saying? So that's real refreshing to hear you say something like that. That the section is gonna continue to build. Because it's a lot of pressure as far as being in the trumpet section at Jackson State, because you're premier program, so immediately it's gonna be about the trumpet section because we carry so much of the
Hear the
melody.
melodies. Yeah.
Right. So it's real cool that you said that. And of course, people be hating because we got the Trump Funk picnic. You know, the other sections, they just be hating, you know, say I don't, I don't even know what to say about it. But
Dog Team, they try to pull something together, but we had the best picnic every year.
oh, really? It's cool. I knew eventually somebody was gonna try to start doing something. I knew that. But that's dope, man. That's dope. But you funk now, and hopefully you in the group chat, on the group me.
yeah.
Hopefully you in there. So man, there's people from back in the 80s up in there, and so we keep in touch with each other, all of this time. So that's really, really cool to see. But overall, man, I'm just really proud of you. Like your mom said, you wasn't out down there wilding. You went up there and handled business and everything. And so that's really commendable, man. And so for the next folks that come to Jackson State or anything like that, I'm definitely gonna make sure that they talk to you. Just so they can hear your advice, or just you mentoring to them and all of that.
Definitely.
So yeah, man, I'm just proud of you. So all right, so to end, I do want to share my screen. Let me see if I can do that here. There it is. So back in 2021, this was the episode here. Let me see if y'all let me know if you can hear it. I don't know what year this was. I think this Lady Gaga. I don't know who played it. That used to be my introduction. But I don't want to pull too much time. Listen to the crankage. But here we go.
All right,
Man, look at your hair, man. Look at how short your hair was, man.
Welcome to the 2021
Yeah, this all the way up here.
National Signing Day podcast with the Marching Podcast.
Right.
I'm your host, Joe Beard. Happy to be of service to you today.
And then Dr. Brock up there.
Today is April 24th, 5 o'clock on the West Coast and 8 o'clock on the East Coast. We appreciate all those listening through iTunes.
So yeah, man,
Facebook.
I had to show you the picture of yourself, man. That's how you was 4 years ago.
I came a long way.
I know. Right. Yeah, and I know that you had that's one of my favorite pictures, man. I like pictures with the shoes. So that's one of your senior pictures?
Yeah, I took that as a senior picture.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So overall, man, like I said, man, we just really proud of you. And I mean, other than you finishing the stretch you had, man, that was amazing. And the fact that I was able to be there for some of it was really special, man. So again, I thank you for being a good young man and doing a great job and representing Jackson State, representing the Funk, and,
yes, sir.
and even representing Memphis and Central High School. And I definitely have to holler at Ollie, man, because he definitely knew he was doing. Because I told him you got a student, and he was the first one. He was talking about you, and so he reached out. We got everything going, and man, I'm just really proud of you, man, for real.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
So do you have anything to show out the show? We about to sign out. And again, shout out to everybody in the chat room that's showing support and love. I see, of course, there's some Young Funk up in there. So shout out to the Young Funk, and shout out to all folks that marched in the boom and here in the chat. Shout out to you. Do you have anything that you wanted to end the show with? Anything that you wanted to advice, or any way that you wanted to end the show today?
Yeah. Just to anybody that's watching this that hasn't, been to college or just thinking about chasing their dreams, just do it. It's really nothing else to it but to do it. So Don't be scared. Don't be thinking about, oh, what if this doesn't work out? Just go in. God is gonna have your back always, and as long as you're doing right by Him, He's gonna reward you. So yeah, that's really all I have. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at notorious KJ underscore, or on my trumpet page, AVA Tour KJ. And I post trumpet clips. I've been using the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, to get like a first person view. Um, but yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna try to start making content this fall. Band content, just reacting to band videos, just something slight. Yeah, I got my page. Yeah, just give me a follow if you don't mind. And yeah, I'm gonna try to start making band content this fall, just for fun, trying to do something, still stay in this band world space, because it's really special, and it's something that I'm going to miss for sure. Um, but it's all the bigger and better.
Yeah, man. It'll definitely, once you start doing this stuff, posting and doing all this stuff, it definitely helps you stay connected. Um, it wasn't none of this stuff going on like when I started. That was 11 years ago now. Oh wow, let me see, 2011, so 14. It was 14 years ago, man. That I started doing this, and it was one girl, Christy Walker, who started the fifth quarter forum. She had an audio podcast, but
Yeah.
2010, 2009, 2008, the technology ain't the same now like it is. So everybody named mama got like a little band show or something on there now, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, I can attest to that. You doing stuff like this, it does help you stay connected to what's going on. But man, like I said, real proud of you. Also, I want to give you the thumbs up, and also thumbs up to your moms again,
Thank
going
you.
straight through,
Thank you.
going straight through to graduate school. That is
Yeah.
outstanding choice.
Yes, sir.
I did the same thing, and I'm very happy. But go ahead, get all your education out the way, because next thing you know, you might get married, you might have kids. That's a lot. That's a whole nother thing. But make sure you get all the education, all that stuff out the way now, and
Yes, sir.
it'll be a lot easier.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Right.
All right, man. Well, again, thanks again. We're really proud of you. Let me give you a good the marching podcast. But yeah, man. Again, that's. I mean, I'm just really proud of you. I can't say it enough, man. You did a great job, and really happy. Went to section leader, and
Right.
just outstanding, man. Wrote a song, you
Brothers.
know.
Ooh.
So you did great, man. But you got my number. I had your information, so we'll keep in touch. And anything you need from me, let me know. And
Yes,
I'll definitely be there to help you out.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Welcome.
course. Thank you. And nice to see you in person. Well, not in person, but nice to see you
I know.
over the phone.
Yes, nice meeting you all. Too.
Nice meeting you too.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all saw it here. Young Kylan Jones, now alumni Jackson State. Young Funk. You know what I'm saying? Young Funk. Really excited. But you guys keep following us. Keep up the support. If you like to become a patron or a sponsor, just reach out to the show. And let me pull up the ticker here. You guys see down there at the bottom. We'll post the information about your business or anything there, so we can help support what you're doing. We'll also be putting things on the screen to help promote your business. As you see here, there goes Dr. Brock, Prodigious Music Concepts representing. You see it there. Her and Dog. What's up, Dog? I see he ain't on here today, but tell Ricardo, sell Dog, I said hello.
Will do.
Will do. But yeah, again, just continuing to keep the trend going, to exposing folks to black colleges, black college bands, but also getting them into college, but also getting them through college.
Right.
This is a really, really good day. And that's all we'll do. We'll continue this. We'll be on next week with another alumni from Jackson State, Leslie Henry. She actually is living in LA and she's an actress. But in 2 weeks, we'll talk to Andrea Dixon, who was another National Signing Day from 2021.
Okay,
She graduated too, and she's going to grad school as well. So we'll be talking to her in 2 weeks about her experiences there playing percussion at Tennessee State University. All right. So
Right.
again, much love from the Marching Podcast. Check out our show, donate what's in your heart on the website. Follow, subscribe, all of those things. And remember, the eye is a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Advice may be misleading, but examples are always clear. See you next time.
Okay. Bye. That was nice. Mhm.